I've been building a shed, and for that I need to buy some sheets of plywood. For years I've thought about getting or building some kind of sheet carrier, but I just don't tend to work with plywood nearly enough to warrant it. So I decided to put on a 10-minute timer and just see if I could build a lifter real quickly. I'll be building this from some scrap 2x4 material. This is a 2x4 that's been split down the middle. In the end, it takes about half a 2x4 worth of pine. The only important dimension here is how far up you want the handle from the bottom of the sheet. So I reached over a piece of plywood and measured that. Turns out it's about 26 inches for me, but it depends on the length of your arm. And this was a quick and dirty build. Just drilled some pilot holes, used some 2.5-inch interior grade screws, and connected all the 2x4 pieces with wood glue in between. The only remotely tricky thing about this build is you want to make sure that the piece of 2x4 that carries the sheet is on the opposite side of the long pieces as your handle. That gives space for your hand to grip on the holder. You'll see in the end. I'll go ahead and point out this is the wrong way to do things. I should have clearance holes in the top piece of wood and then smaller holes in the bottom piece of wood so that it works like a lag bolt and pulls the wood together. I was working so quickly though, I was just throwing it together. And 2 more scrap pieces just to keep the sheet from falling off of the carrier. That square handle would be pretty uncomfortable, so I got out the rasp and just rounded off the corners. Then hit it with some sandpaper real quick. Here's the first test. And this thing is awesome. I started using it for a couple of days and I loved it so much that I went back and drilled through holes into the top pieces so that it would be more sturdy. I built this quickly because I just wasn't sure if I would use it, but again, after hauling 4 or 6 pieces of plywood off of my car into the basement, I realized how much I needed this thing. Drilling those through holes really made a big difference too. The handle and the carrier piece are really cinched tight to the long pieces now. Here's some more footage of the use. You lift one half of the sheet up onto the carrier, grab the handle, and away you go. As I painted these in my shop, I moved them around a lot, so this carrier came in real handy. And sometimes I reach over the plywood to grab the handle, sometimes I stay on one side of the panel. Either way, it makes it a lot easier, makes a bulky panel feel much lighter and manageable. In case you want to build this, the bottom of the plywood to the handle was 26 inches, so those long pieces are 28 inches long total, and the width is 8 inches. With my new handle, I was ready to get out my ratchet straps and go pick up some wood. Hope that helps someone else. Thanks for watching.